Hello everyone, and welcome to Behind the Bulletin. Today, we're bringing you a truly heartwarming and surprising story that has fans buzzing everywhere. Just days before their wedding, Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah have stunned fans with unexpected happy news, turning an already joyful moment into an even bigger celebration. What exactly did they reveal? And why has it captured so much attention? Stay with us as we dive into the full story right now. In the days leading up to their wedding, silence surrounded Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah. Countdown posts. No lavish interviews. No carefully staged previews of the ceremony the public had waited years to see. And that silence, more than anything else, made people uneasy. For a couple whose relationship had survived illness, time, and relentless public scrutiny, expectations were sky high. Fans believed the final stretch before the wedding would be gentle, emotional, predictable. A quiet walk toward a well-earned happy ending. They were wrong. Behind closed doors, something was unfolding. Sources close to the couple later described the atmosphere as strangely intense. The preparations moved forward. Yes, but with an undercurrent of urgency. Meetings were rescheduled. Conversations cut short. Phones rang late into the night. Those closest to them sensed it. Something was about to break. Kim Woo-bin, usually composed and restrained, was seen pacing during fittings. His calm exterior cracked by fleeting moments of distraction. Shin Min-ah, known for her warmth and serenity, carried an uncharacteristic gravity in her expressions, focused, purposeful, almost protective. Speculated wildly. Was the stress of the wedding taking a toll? Were rumors of a last-minute delay true? Had the pressure finally become too much? The internet, as always, filled the vacuum with noise. And then, without warning, the news dropped. Just days before the ceremony, the couple released a statement that detonated across social media like a controlled explosion. It wasn't long. It wasn't flashy. Every word landed with precision. It was joyful. It was shocking. The reaction was immediate and overwhelming. Screens lit up across continents. Fans gasped, cried, laughed, refreshed their feeds again and again to make sure it was real. It wasn't part of the expected script. This wasn't just wedding news. This was something deeper, something that reframed their entire journey together. To understand why the announcement hit so hard, I had to look backward, to the years of quiet resilience that brought them here. Kim Woo-bin's battle with illness had once threatened to rewrite his future entirely. At the height of his career, the spotlight burned brightest. Everything stopped. Projects vanished. Time stretched painfully. The public watched from afar, unsure whether the actor would ever return. Min-ah never left. Not in public. Not in private. Their relationship, shielded from spectacle, became a lesson in endurance. Learned to live slowly, carefully, with gratitude for ordinary days others took for granted. Woo-bin finally returned to the screen. It wasn't triumph that defined the moment, it was survival. Standing beside him, unwavering, was Shin Min-ah. The story wasn't loud. It didn't demand attention, which made this sudden, joyful revelation so startling. The timing alone felt cinematic. Days before the wedding, when emotions are already raw, when every heartbeat feels amplified, they chose to share news that redefined happiness for them both. Fans struggled to process it all at once. Anticipation. Emotional history. Now, a joyful surprise layered on top. Silence that had surrounded them suddenly made sense. They hadn't been hiding. They had been protecting something precious. The news was out. The atmosphere changed instantly. The tension that had lingered for weeks dissolved into something electric, an emotional surge that swept through fans, media, and even those typically untouched by celebrity headlines. This wasn't gossip. This was joy. Sections transformed into collective celebrations. Messages poured in from fellow actors, directors, time colleagues, people who understood, perhaps better than anyone else, the weight of what Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah had endured together. What stunned the public most wasn't just the announcement itself. It was the timing. To share something so personal, so meaningful, just days before a wedding, when privacy would have been the easiest choice, felt intentional, almost symbolic, as if they were saying, "Hidden enough. This happiness deserves air." Even in celebration, they remained unmistakably themselves. There were no dramatic photoshoots, no exclusive tell-all interviews. attempt to monetize the moment. Instead, there was restraint, a quiet confidence, a sense that this joy didn't need validation. Industry insiders noted how rare that was. In an era where celebrity milestones are often staged and segmented for maximum exposure, Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah had chosen sincerity over spectacle. That choice only deepened the public's affection. Speculation shifted, not toward doubt, but admiration. People spoke less about rumors and more about resilience, about fame and more about partnership. The wedding itself, when it finally arrived, felt almost secondary, because the real story had already been told. Two people who had walked through uncertainty together, who had faced fear without guarantees, who had learned that happiness is fragile, and therefore sacred. Their joyful surprise wasn't just news. It was a declaration that love, when protected fiercely and lived honestly, can still shock the world, not with drama, but with hope. In the days following, headlines faded. Trends moved on. Another celebrity story took its place. Those who followed Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah from the beginning. Something lingered. A sense that they hadn't just witnessed a wedding announcement or a happy update. They had witnessed a rare moment of authenticity in a world addicted to performance. Just days before their wedding, Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah didn't just surprise fans. They reminded them why our real love stories still matter. As the excitement settles and the headlines fade, what remains is not just the surprise itself, but the meaning behind it. Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah's joyful announcement, shared so close to their wedding day, was more than unexpected news. It was a reflection of everything they have quietly endured and protected together. Their story reminds us that the most powerful moments are often the ones not planned for attention, but born from sincerity. In a world that moves quickly from one sensation to the next, their choice to share happiness on their own terms felt deeply human, deeply real. This was not simply a celebration of love, it was a testament to patience, resilience, and the courage to believe in brighter days ahead. Thank you for staying with us until the very end. Your time, attention, and curiosity are what bring stories like this to life. Here at Behind the Bulletin, we are committed to uncovering the emotions and truths behind the headlines, one story at a time. We look forward to sharing more meaningful moments with you soon. Until then, thank you for watching, reading, and being part of our journey.